I ain't gonna have another opportunity to show this, but I made one of them Gundam figures. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's one of them. It's a basic one. Yeah, pretty basic. It ain't the best quality of production made, well, from both the producers and my side, but I'm proud of him. He's cool. I don't know what model this is or what show he's from, but I call him Neville. Say hello to Neville, everyone. Alright, dudes, today we are discussing the Demon Slayer. Hang on. Yeah, we all know I'm going to butcher that title. Movie! It's based off the mega popular anime series called Demon Slayer. Christ, I haven't got a chance for this. I wasn't a fan of the series due to its over explanation of every little detail, screaming and annoying side characters, and its kind of meh protagonist. But the show does have some great animation, character designs, music, very gory fighting. Like, sweet lord, this was aimed at kids the same age as something like regular show was aimed at. This is the main ingredients that a lot of people love for a good shonen show. I personally was indifferent to it. There's a ton of anime with all of them features with likeable characters and decent stories, so I just threw Demon Slayer on the meh pile. For those that don't know, shonen is basically a generic term for action anime, as nearly all the popular ones come from the shonen magazine, which is like DC Comics, you know what I mean, that sort of thing. So you may all ask, Rayn, why did you watch this film if you didn't like the show? Good question, whoever may be asking that. The reason why is because the movie has become the best selling anime film ever made. Just for idea's sake, it's beaten the classic Studio Ghibli film Spirited Away, which is a great film, Your Name, which is an incredible movie, and I'm not just actually asking for your name, that's the title of the film, and this one's just for the people who only know what a Pikachu is, it has beaten the first Pokemon movie. That's right, the Demon Slayer movie has outsold goddamn Pokemon. How could I not be interested in seeing this movie? It's more for morbid curiosity's sake than anything, you know. The same as seeing a car crash result, you just gotta see what it looks like afterwards. I thought this was insane how well the movie's done, considering the show was pretty meh, only to learn the show was bloody massive. Bigger than I imagined. There's about 23 manga collections at the moment, and that's less than something like My Hero Academia, which got 5 seasons of 3 movies. Hell, the Demon Slayer manga, despite only having 23, is in the top 10 selling manga series ever made. It's beaten stuff like My Hero Academia, as I mentioned before. It's up there with One Piece and Dragon Ball. You know how many mangas they got? I think it's close to like 200 each. Demon Slayer's got 23. That's damn impressive, like insane. So yeah, Demon Slayer's bigger than I actually thought. But what the hell is Demon Slayer anyway? For those that don't know, the series is based around a demon hunter named Tanjiro who is on a quest to turn his demon sister back to human. This was after a vicious attack from the head of demons who slaughtered Tanjiro's entire family and obviously turned his sister into a demon. We watch Tanjiro as he eventually joins the demon corps and meets a few friendly demons along the way who gives him a quest to collect the blood of the 12 Kizuki, I believe they're pronounced. They're basically like the head demon's main minions, you know, the right hands, so to speak. Or the many hands in this case. If Tanjiro does this, he could have a chance of curing his sister. And this movie takes place moments after the first season ends, so if you want to avoid spoilers or haven't got a clue what I'm on about, watch the show first, then come back here. But let's be honest, if you do that, you probably might decide what to do in the film. Anyway, the movie starts with Tanjiro and his gang of demon hunters jumping onto a train well known for demon attacks to find Kanjuro, the Flame Harashe. Yeah, I'm pronouncing words wrong, I know, but oh well. Just so everyone knows, Harisha is basically one of the top Demon Corps members, or one of its leaders. It's one of the two. Anyway, Tanjiro wants to ask him if he knows anything about the unique moves his dad knows, as it's also flame based, but unfortunately Kujiro doesn't know anything. But he does tell Tanjiro he's hunting a demon who's been attacking people on this train. After finding the demon, Kujiro kills it, and Tanjiro and his friends swoon over him and beg him to basically to become his students essentially. But everything seems kinda off with this, and we'll find out why. It's revealed that they're actually in a dream. That's right, the real demon has used his powers to put them to sleep, and with some help of some random children, they will be going into the Demon Corp's dreams and plan to kill them within their sleep. This is a pretty basic setup for the movie, and honestly it works very well. The first half of the movie follows the characters through their deep thoughts and desires thanks to the main demon's power of sleep and entering dreams. This leads to a somewhat slow build-up, setting up the stakes and character development. Tanjiro and Kujiro show the most development and have received some upsetting character development, sadly. Especially Tanjiro, this adds a lot of grit to his character without taking away who he is. Really good stuff. It shows his dream is to be back with his family and to live a normal life. Obviously after a while he figured out he's asleep, but it's just nice to see him with his family again, and it's honestly quite sad when he has to abandon them. They do not make it easy for him to leave. Zenitsu, one of the two Demon Corps guys who's joined Tanjiro on his journey, had some really funny moments, which honestly surprised me as I hated his guts in the show. Zenitsu is one of the main reasons I hated the show, as he's over the top screaming like a big baby and crying all the time, has graded over the time. It's like scraping on a chalkboard, you know, that kind of thing. He's not really in the film much, which is probably why I liked him a little. Hopefully season 2 will be the same. Everyone but Zenitsu and the civilians wake up and they get on top of the train to fight the demon. Straight after Tanjiro delivers the final blow on the demons, it's revealed that it has taken over the train itself and made it into the demon's body. This leads to some excellent fight scenes, as we got Zenitsu, Nezuko, who is Tanjiro's sister, and Kujiro fighting the train inside and defending the people on board. But also Tanjiro and Izuke, who's the other Demon Corps guy who's following Tanjiro, fighting on the outside. The movie has some really great fights. Inosuke really shined here. Don't get me wrong, all the fights were great, but Inosuke really stood out for me. Perhaps there was a little bit of the humour he had in them, but the reward to the best fight though goes to the final fight. Now some of you are like, yeah, of course it's going to be the best fight, it's the climax, but here's the thing, it's not with the train demon. Oh no. If any of this interests you, go watch the film, as I don't want to spoil the fight for you. Right? Done? Cool. After the train was defeated and derailed, everyone ends up crashing and being thrown out the carriages. Tanjiro is hurt bad, so you're thinking, oh, this is the end of the movie. They have a laugh and they move on to the next adventure. But no. One of the top 12, Kizuke, number 3 out of 12, arrives and fights Kujiro. And at first, I thought this was tacked on, but boy, I was wrong. The final fight was an incredible display of animation and music, which is saying a lot considering this is what the series is best known for. What they did with the animation in this moment really sells the stakes of the fight. I feel like most of the budget went into this particular fight and it was the right move. Again, not knocking the other ones, it's just that this really goes above and beyond. You feel the weight of every strike. It was a truly emotional moment in the film, and probably the first time I actually cared for a character in this series. Actually, I kind of like the characters a lot in this film. They started to break out of the archetypes that they were trapped in and feel like real people. Very over the top people, but still people. The fight was just brilliant, and it sadly led to Kijiro's death. Throughout the fight he barely was able to hold his own, but he nearly beat the demon. He was seconds away from the sun rising and burning it away like a vampire, and for the first time in the series, the character's crime was actually earned. This fight was just brilliant. I recommend this easily to fans, as this is canon to the anime and adds a lot of depth to the characters, especially Tanjiro. I also recommend it to people who thought the anime was meh. but I don't recommend this as your series starting point. This is a sequel to the show and is needed for season 2. While the movie shares a few issues the anime has, it's nowhere near as bad. If anything, it improves on the issues. Hopefully season 2 will take the goodwill I have thanks to the movie and iron out the show's mistakes and produce something really spectacular. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.